Hey guys, before this video gets started, I just wanted to say 94% of you who watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you could click the subscribe button, that would make me extremely happy. Without further ado, please enjoy the video. Hey guys! In today's video, we are going to be reviewing and going over all of the medals in a Township tale. My good friend Pink Lemon and Mr. Witty 2000 have already both covered the medal names and values, but today I'm going to be going over their damage output and their durability. So if you are interested in a simplistic guide to the medals, please click the info card in the top right and view Pink Lemon's video. Disclaimer: all of the information regarding what layer the ores spawn is up for debate. The layers I will give in this video is generally where I've seen them begin to spawn. First up is copper. This is typically the first metal people will find to craft their weapons and pickaxes in. It is also the easiest metal to acquire. Copper can spawn at any level in the mines, beginning around layer 1. Copper can also spawn in the quarry above the mines alongside coal, rock, and sandstone. The next metal is iron. Iron begins to spawn on layer 15 and continues spawning all the way throughout the mines, but becomes rare the deeper you go. Iron is recognizable by the black rocks that extrude from the ore. The third metal you will be seeing is gold. Gold is primarily used to craft gold coins. 1 gold ingot is equal to 5 gold coins. Gold begins to spawn on layer 20 and continues all the way throughout the mines, but becomes more sparse the deeper you go. Gold ore is also recognizable by the gold circular spots that are on the ore. The fourth metal we will be seeing is silver. Silver begins to spawn around layer 40. You will need at least an iron pickaxe to mine the silver ore. Silver ore has a paper shredded look to it, making it recognizable even in the dark. The final metal we will be seeing is mithril. Mithril begins to spawn on layer 60. The ore has a bluish rock that extrudes from the ore. You will need at least a silver pickaxe to mine this ore. The next type of metals that we will be going over is alloys. Alloys are created by mixing certain ores and ingots in the smelter at the blacksmith. Depending on the alloy depends on what combat crystal you will need to have completed to craft. For example, to craft the first metal alloy that we are crafting, you will need the first combat trial completed. For red iron, you will need 4 copper ore and 3 iron ore, or 1 copper ingot and 1 iron ingot. After mixing these into the smelter, we will receive 1 red iron ingot in return. The next alloy is palladium. The second combat trial is needed to craft palladium. Palladium can only be crafted with 1 red iron ingot and 4 silver ore. The third alloy we will be crafting is the electrum. Electrum is crafted by mixing 1 silver ingot and 1 gold ingot, or 3 silver ore and 2 gold ore. The fourth alloy we will be seeing is viridium. Viridium requires the third combat trial gem to craft. It is crafted by combining 1 gold ingot and 1 mithril ingot, or 3 gold ore and 2 mithril ore. Viridium requires 1 mithril ingot, but it is weaker than mithril in all regards, making it useless to craft except for cosmetics purposes. The final alloy we will be seeing is Valium. Valium is the hardest alloy to create as it requires 2 mithril ingots and 1 silver ingot, or 6 mithril ore and 4 silver ore. Now, on to the damage portion of this test. For this video, we will be using a standard short sword with no added guards, pommels, or XP. Looking in the top right of the screen, we will have an average damage per metal, and we will compare them at the end of the video. First metal up for the test is copper. Hitting the dummy a total of 5 times gives us an on average damage of 0.05. For its first tick of durability damage, it will take 100 hits. Copper is recommended for crafting hammers, as it has a low damage output, making it easier to hit the nails into the leather. The second metal that we will be testing is iron. After hitting the dummy, it will give us an average of 0.06. It will take 120 hits for iron to take its first tick of damage for durability. Iron is typically used to craft lanterns, flashlight, cauldrons, and blacksmith molds, as it is easy to obtain and easy to hammer during crafting. The third metal will be our first alloy, red iron. Red iron will give us an average damage of 0.8. It will take 160 hits for it to take its first tick of durability damage. Red iron is typically used for smithing hammers as well as arrowheads, as they do decent damage. The fourth metal we will go over is gold. Gold has an average damage output of 0.03, with a durability of 80. Gold is typically recommended for crafting hammers, as the low damage output makes it easier for hammering nails into leather as well as any softer materials. The fifth metal we will be using is silver. Silver will give us an average damage of 0.11 with an average durability of 140 hits. Silver is good for a second smithing hammer as it deals high damage, but it has a low durability which causes it to break easily. The sixth metal we will be getting data for is palladium. Palladium has an average damage output of 0.08 with an average durability hit point of 350. Typically, palladium is used to make guards and pommels as it has the highest durability out of every metal. The sixth metal is electrum. Electrum's damage output is 0.07 with a durability output of 150. Electrum is mainly used as buckles or decorative pieces because of its color. The next alloy is viridium. Viridium has an average output of 0.1 damage with an average durability of 90. Viridium requires mithril to craft, but has both a lower durability and damage output than mithril, meaning it should only be used for decorative purposes. The next metal is mithril. Mithril has an average damage output of 0.14 with a durability of 270. Mithril is typically used for blades and axes, mainly because it's lightweight but also high damage output, making it easier to carry and great for combat. The final metal we will be reviewing is Valium. Valium has a damage output of 0.17 and a durability output of 320. So, in review, the metal that comes in last place for damage is gold. Gold's damage output is only 18.2% out of 100%, 100% being 1 heart of damage. The metal that comes in 7th place is copper. Copper comes in at a 22.7% out of 100. 6th place goes to iron, as iron deals 31.8% out of 100. 5th place is a 3-way tie between electrum, red iron, and palladium. All 3 metals have a damage output of around 50%, dealing half a heart of damage each. 4th place will have to go to viridium. Viridium deals a total damage of 59.1, making it only slightly better than 5th place. 3rd place goes to silver. Silver has a damage of 68.2%. 2nd place goes to mithril, for a total damage of 86.4, making it severely greater than silver. And finally, 1st place will go to Valium for doing a whopping 100% of damage per hit. The final graph we will be looking at is for durability. The durability will go as follows. The weakest metal is gold, followed by copper, viridium, iron, silver, electrum, red iron, mithril, Valium, and finally palladium.